Assalamualaikum. My name is Aisyah Mira binti Imran and my metric ID is 2023415242.
Welcome to my system, Novel Treasure Shop.
Before I explain my project, I would like to briefly explain the difference between two important data structures I used, array list and linked list. Array list is a dynamic array. It stores elements in a continuous memory block and allows random access using an index. It fast when we want to access or update the data because we can jump straight to the position. But instead of deleting data in the middle takes time because we need to shift the other element to maintain the order. For the memory usage, for the array list, we use less memory because it's compact and no need extra pointer. For the linked list is a collection of nodes, or it is called by doubly linked list, where each node stores data and reference to the next node. This structure allows faster insertion and deletion because we just need to change the pointer. However, accessing the data is slower because we must traverse node by node. For the memory usage, we need more memory because each node needs a pointer. Array list is best when you often get data by preposition, but for the linked list, it is best to use it when you often need add or remove the data. In this project, I use both array list and linked list. Array list is to store the main inventory where fast access and sorting is useful, but in linked list is to create a backup for inventory of the future used. Now, I will present my project. The system using graphical user interface (GUI), which is J-Option Paint. Let's look at the code. We have 7 different classes of code. Here is array list class. This is the custom array list class, which is designed to store novel object in a fit size array with maximum control. Okay, here is the array to hold the element, and here is the current size and the maximum size. This is the default constructor. The normal constructor, getMax size is to return the maximum capacity of the list. GetNum is to return the current number of elements in the list. Insert N, insert front, and add is to insert an object, and is at the end, front is at the front, and add is to insert object at a specific index. This for loop is to shift element to make the space. Get is for the get object at a specific index, and the set object is at a specific index. Move, add, remove first, and remove last is to remove element. Remove add is to remove or return element at a specific index. This is to shift element to fill in the gap because first we remove the last item, so it needs to shift the element to fill in the gap. Remove first is to remove the first element in the array list, and remove last is to remove the last element. This public string print is to return all elements as a string. This class uses our own array list exception to handle errors like inserting beyond capacity or accessing an invalid index. A custom exception class for array list related errors. This is a constructor that passes an error message to the runtime exception. Next, we move to linked list class. Here is the linked list class, which is used as backup storage for novel records. This class is built using nodes, where each node holds a novel object and points to the next node. Okay, here is normal constructors. When is empty is to check whether the empty is list. Node get head is to get the head node of the list. Return a string representation of the list is used by public string print. And here insert at front is to insert a new node at the front of the list. This is to update heads to the point to the new nodes. Public in size is to return the number of elements in the list. It iterates through the list to count nodes. We use while because this is the linked list. Linked list use while the array list use for. Insert at back is to insert a new node at the back of the list. This will throw exception if the list is empty. Next, object get first, get the first data element in the list. Next is object get next. This is to get the next data from the current pointer. It will return null if the end of the list is reached. This get last is to get the last data element in the list. It will throw exception if the list is empty. Remove from front is to remove and return the first element of the list. This only one node left, and this current next equals to null is because it will disconnect the removed node. Okay, remove from back. It will remove and return the last element of the list. We move to the class node. The class node is the core of our linked list. Each node stores object data, and then the node next is reference to the next node in the list. In the class node, it contains default constructor to create the node with the data and the reference to the next node. And here is the setter for the data of this node. And this is to set the next for the node reference. This is to get data from this node. This method is to get the reference to the next node. Public string to string is to return a string representation of the node and the nodes after it. Without this node class, our linked list would not be able to link and manage multiple novel records dynamically. We move to the empty list exception class. This is custom exception to handle cases when linked list operation is performed. Handle cases when we try to remove or access data when the list is empty. Now we move to novel class, the data model of the system. It have 5 attributes of the novel. This all attributes is needed from the user to input when they want to add the novel. Also have blah blah constructor, getter, method to calculate the total value, and method to display novel details. Last is main novel class. Is the driver of the system where everything is executed here. This class display a welcome message for the user. I use J option pane to make it more readable. Less inventory using custom array list and backup using linked list. Later we will see the difference between array list and linked list here. Okay, next we move to the boolean running true. While the system is running, it will loop the menu. First is add novel. This is to add the novel into the system, which contain 5 attributes. Display all novels that contain in the array list. 3. Calculate sum, average, mean and max of the novels. Important for my system to keep in track for the novels that contain in my shop. 4 is to search novel by ID, and 5 is to delete novel by ID. 6 is to copy all the data from the array list to the linked list. 7 is to show the linked list that we have been copied before. 0 to exit the program. It will ask the user to enter their choice. For the case 1, it will ask the user to add a new novel to the inventory. It will require a novel ID, novel title, genre, enter price, and also enter the quantity. It will store in the array list. After the data being stored, it will appear a message novel added successfully. Case 2. It will display all the novel in the inventory in the array list. If there is no data, it will appear inventory is empty. The case for number 3 is calculate and display average price, quantity, mean and maximum stock, and average by genre. If there is no data in the array list, it will appear inventory is empty. Okay, first it will calculate the price, calculate the quantity, and it is to initialize the minimum quantity and the maximum quantity. Now, it will maps to store sum and count by genre. It will track minimum and maximum quantity, and also it will accumulate price by genre. This is formula for calculate the average price. This is to prepare summary details. It is important, easier for them to read. It will appear the HJ option pane to make it more readable. If there is error, it will appear the error message. For the case number 4, it will search a novel by ID. When the user enter the novel ID, it will search in the array list. We use for here because it is in array list. It will track from the first index to the last index to search whether the novel ID that insert is same as the ID that have in the system. If found, it will appear the data. But if it is not found, it will display a novel not found. In case number 5, delete a novel by ID. It is still in the array list because we use for. The user will enter the novel ID that they want to delete. If there are ID in the list, it will be deleted. The case number 6 is to copy all data from the array list to the linked list. For the copy all the data from array list to linked list, we use for because it need to take one by one to transfer them to the linked list. After all the data already copied, it will appear a message copied to linked list. The case number 7 is to display all novels from linked list. After we copy, of course, we want to see the data whether it is really already copied to the linked list, and it will check in the linked list whether the data already have or not. This is empty, it will appear linked list is empty. Case 0 is to exit the program. It will give a user-friendly message. Thank you for visiting, please come again. And this default is to handle invalid menu choice. If the user enter other number than 0 till 7 at the menu, it will display a message invalid choice, so it will ask the user to re-enter back the number. Now we try to run our system. First, it will appear a welcome to Novel Treasure Shop. After the user enter OK, it will appear the menu. If the user enter number 1, it will ask the user to enter novel ID, novel title, novel genre, novel price, and also novel quantity, and it will appear a novel successfully added. In here, I try to put 3 novels in the system. Okay, next, the user will enter the number 2 to display all the data in the array list. Here is all the 3 novels. Next, if the user enter number 3, it will display all the statistics in the system. Okay, for number 4, the user will search the novel by ID. If the user enter 113 example, it will appear the novel that code 113. Here we want to see whether the array list is already in the linked list or not. We will enter the number 7 here. Linked list is empty because we will not copy it yet to the linked list. Okay, number 5, user will enter the novel by ID to delete, and novel is deleted. Okay, to check it back, we type number 2, okay, it will give here, and then we type number 6 to copy to the linked list, and we do the number 7 to see all the data in the linked list. Okay, example, if we write other than number in the menu, it will appear invalid choice, please choose another option. So the user will need to enter back the number of menu. If the user want to exit, it will appear "Thank you for visiting. Please come again."